Hey everyone, if you're just joining us, we're going to get started in just a few moments. We're just waiting for everyone else to join. Just joining us, we're going to get started in just a minute. We're just waiting on a couple of more people to join.
Everyone do okay this morning with that weather?
We did have some intense weather.
You were the first.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Some others may join us as we move through, but welcome to our admissions webinar today. I'm Amanda Garcia. I am the Media and Design Program Director. Today we have on with us as well Dr. Tamar Gregorian, who is Professor of Practice within this area. We also have Alexis Stone, who is our Senior Academic Advisor in the programs we are speaking about today. And I saw we just had someone else join. So once again, just real quick, Amanda Garcia, I'm the program director. We have on with us Tamar Gregorian, as well as Alexis Stone. So we're so happy to have y'all here today with us. Okay, doesn't want me to do that. Awesome. So a little bit about SOPA. So Tulane University was founded in 1834 as the Medical College of Louisiana. Tulane offered its first continuing education classes in 1886, demonstrating a commitment to adult learners that has lasted over 130 years. So our program, School of Professional Advancement, we are the school that houses our more applied learning programs. Within this, we have a depth of online learning. We've done online learning longer than anyone else on campus. We have experts who are developing our online courses. Our instructional design team is made up of about 8 people now. It's very robust. We're not just throwing classes online. So if you are interested in taking courses online, please know that we have professional instructional designers who are working with our expert faculty to develop these courses to be the best they can be for online education. We also have award-winning programs and faculty. We're super proud of our students who win dozens of awards every single year in various areas within media and design, which of course helps with your resume building, getting those jobs after you finish your certificate or your bachelor's degree. And of course, our faculty are all fabulous. One thing that is, we'll get into it later, but just to touch on that is very different about our school is that we have full-time faculty like myself and Tamar, et cetera, but we also employ faculty who are directly working in the field. So for example, if you're interested in getting a certificate in advertising, if you're familiar with New Orleans, which you may not be, but we have Peter Mayer, is one of the largest advertising agencies here in New Orleans, and we have creative directors from Peter Mayer developing our advertising courses for you, and they're going to be teaching them. So it's literally connecting those industry experts directly into our courses, which is very unique, unlike any other program like this. So we're very fortunate to have that model set up. We also have very robust student support. Myself and Alexis Stone are your first lines of defense. We're here to answer kind of any questions that you may have regarding at any time. I give you guys my cell phone, and at any time you can reach out and ask questions about what classes should I be taking, or I feel like I'm getting behind, what should I do? We also have career advisors who can kind of help you beef up your LinkedIn profile, your resume, help you find internships, that sort of thing, job placement after graduation, etc. As well as financial support, technology support. We really pride ourselves on those areas. Also, affordability and flexibility are huge within the School of Professional Advancement. Many people hear Tulane and they think it's going to be super, super expensive. And we understand that that is something that we have to bring up because our cost for attendance is substantially less than the traditional undergraduate experience. So if you're seeking a certificate or a post-bac or a bachelor's within SOPA, we've aligned our fee structure to be more aligned with the types of jobs, et cetera, that our students may be going into, those applied fields, right? So our cost is about a quarter of what you would expect from Tulane as a whole. And then also flexibility. So something that also we pride ourselves on is that we offer online classes, in-person classes, if you're interested in that as well, of course. We also offer a hybrid of both in something we call our CEL format, our Creative Engaged Learning Lab, which is something that I developed a few years back and came to fruition recently. We're very excited about, just in time for COVID. And flexibility in terms of we offer classes in the mornings, in the evenings. So if you are a working professional, this is a question we get a lot. We do offer classes that start at 6 p.m. So that way you can have your normal 8 to 5 or whatever it might be, and then take classes from 6 to about 8:30 at night once a week. So our courses meet once a week, so it's very flexible for our working professionals. And then we also have classes on Saturdays if you're brave and want to take a class on Saturday. And then of course your Tulane network. It's just something that we can't stress the importance of enough. The network of your peers, of alumni, and of course our faculty. As you're learning from faculty in the profession, they can help you connect to others in the profession or their companies, etc. And at any time, feel free to stop and ask questions. Just unmute yourself. Feel free to pop in and ask questions as we go through, or stick them in the chat, either way. Okay, so a little bit about media and design. So media and design, if you haven't seen this on our SOPA website, this is our digital design, our graphic design, interactive UX UI, our public relations, digital media marketing, and advertising programs all recently merged under the media and design department. They're each remaining their own content areas. But now we have kind of the power of all of our great resources under one heading. And as you know, you guys are interested in certificates, et cetera, but we also have our bachelor's, post-bacs, and all of that. So if you're interested in certificates in the media realm, we have a public relations certificate. So you do not have to have an undergraduate degree already. You could be a working professional in the field. You could be someone who's recently out of high school, who's sort of looking to figure out what they want to do and is interested in pursuing a certificate before a full undergraduate degree. You could have an undergraduate degree or a master's degree already and are perhaps looking to kind of like hone those skills in different areas or gain knowledge in certain areas to kind of help you move up and advance in your career. So 3 professional certificates we have. One is public relations, and this is 6 courses. And we'll get into what that is in a minute. Also our digital marketing. So this is like search retargeting, search marketing, influencer marketing. It's 18 hours, which is 6 courses. And then also a brand new certificate we have, like I mentioned earlier, is advertising. This has been a long time coming, and we're really excited to offer this as its own standalone certificate. It's 18 hours, 6 courses. If you're interested in certificates in design, just FYI, we have post-bac, so you would have to have a bachelor's already, in graphic design and interactive UX UI. Those are each 10 courses, which is 30 hours. And I'm gonna briefly go, I know that you guys are all certificate seeking, but just for our bachelor's in these different areas, it is 36 credits within the major. If you already have a bachelor's degree and you want more depth in digital marketing or PR, we can take up to 60 credits from your previous institution and apply them toward your bachelor's. We can't guarantee we can take all 60 credits, but you could earn up to those 60 credits. You just have to kind of look at your courses, and then you would work with Alexis and I, and we would look at everything you've had before and then see which of those would apply to our degrees if it's from an accredited institution, all those things. We'd have to work all that out. But up to 60 credits could be applied. So we do have some students actually who start in certificate programs and they're like, I just want more classes. And so they end up getting like a second bachelor's degree, which is really cool. So if that's ever something you're interested in, I know that you guys are interested in certificates, but just wanted to put this out here as an option for you. So let me just make sure I didn't hit something wrong. Okay, so this is just kind of in between slide, but I want to hit on a couple of quick things here. We have a ton of great engagement for our students. So even if you're taking classes virtually, you are like coming in virtually to some of these different things. The upper right-hand corner is Addie's. The last time we had it in person, year before last, when we swept the Addie Awards in our student category. These are some of our students and faculty here. We also do, this is an advertising agency tour. So if you're interested in the advertising certificate, we're going to be doing agency tours probably about every 6 to 8 weeks during the semester. So hopefully you'll get to see about 2 to 3, depending on how they hit throughout the semester. And this is another agency tour where they come in and, we talk to you about what it's like, et cetera. Also PR tours, et cetera. We're gonna be doing those things. And so whether it's in person or virtually, we'll kind of see how that fleshes out for summer and fall. And then this is something fun. We have a really great workspace at our campus. This is a mural done actually by this student back here. Her name is Kathy Hume. She designed all this in Procreate and then actually did it on the wall, and it's chalk that people come in and kind of color in and add silly sayings and stuff. It's funny. So careers in marketing and PR. So there's many different tracks that you can go into with these backgrounds that we're speaking of. And this is something where as you're going through your certificate or bachelor's, you would meet with Tamara Gregorian, who's on the call here today. And she can kind of help see what are your career goals? Where do you want to be? And we can help kind of tailor some of those elective courses. Well, I guess if you're a certificate, we can tailor maybe some of those certificate courses. You have options of things to choose from. So if you're interested in going into the nonprofit sector, we have courses specific to that. If you're interested in going into, in for advertising, interested in more of the branding kind of sector, we have courses that we can kind of guide you to, depending on your career goals once again. But these are just some of the things that you could expect to do with your certificate or bachelor's degree. I know you guys are interested in the other side, but these are also some of the things you could do with your career in design. So we're also very fortunate now. We are aligned with 3 professional national organizations, the AIGA, which is American Institute of Graphic Artists. So if you're interested in joining that and expanding your community, we definitely recommend that. The American Advertising Federation. So if you're interested in advertising, marketing, there's also PR students who are members of this. We have a student chapter as well. And then of course, PRSSA, Population Student Society of America. If you're in the PR world, you definitely need to be a member of PRSSA. We're very happy to be able to help students with the cost to join these because we don't want cost to ever be a barrier to any sort of student success. And so we have funds set in place. If you'd like to be a member, we can cover a portion or all of those costs just depending on our budget from year to year. So I highly recommend you take advantage of this. Everything from bringing in guest speakers to awards, to having access to jobs, national job databases. It's very, very important that you start to build those professional networks. And if you're taking courses, let's say you're from Nashville or we have a student right now who's in Brooklyn and she's doing a PBC with us in design in Brooklyn. She is a member of the AIGA, but she also goes to the Brooklyn, New York AIGA meetups, right? So she's part of our student group, but also the national organization. And so it helps really plug you guys in no matter where you're located. This is just kind of a gateway to all of those great opportunities. And resources. So beyond the student support resources, we also have a lot of tech resources for you. We use Adobe Creative Cloud for many of our courses. Even if you're not in design or advertising, we still use it for mockups, et cetera, in different classes, as well as, of course, Acrobat. If you are enrolled in one of our media and design classes, you have full access to Adobe Creative Suite with your student, your Tulane student login information. Well, as long as you're a student, you have full access, as well as LinkedIn Learning. So LinkedIn Learning, if you're not familiar, is awesome. There's millions of highly professionally produced video tutorials on pretty much any topic you could think of. Literally, and it's great. And they also partner with other big organizations like Adobe, et cetera. So if you're in any of our classes, especially our online classes, you're going to see a lot of supplementary links to LinkedIn Learning to kind of help give you extra tutorials. Once again, it's that support side that we want to make sure that you never feel like you're behind. You're always supported. Also, Google Analytics we use heavily, and of course in our digital marketing courses, HubSpot, as well as Muckrack. So these are just a few of those resources that we talked about. Also, real quick before we talk about applying, we just have this launched this semester, so it's not even on our website yet, but we have a new laptop / desktop computer loan program through SOPA. So instead of taking out a financial loan through Apple or through Windows or whatever brand of computer, Dell, I don't know, I'm a Mac user, can you tell? Who are those PC computer companies? Microsoft, there we go, that's what I was looking for. You can actually take out a loan through us that does not require any sort of like crazy like credit, all that kind of stuff. Like it's just a loan through us because we want, once again, everyone to have access, and you just pay it back over, I think it's like 3 years, and it's a little bit each month instead of having to go through Apple or Microsoft, etc. So once again, for technology's sake, I just want to put that out there. Even if you're a remote learner or if you're coming to classes in person, it's something new that we have set up that we're really proud of. We actually did all of this in-house, so that way you don't have to worry about like applying online for things. You know, everything's just through us, and it's super simple, so that way you have access to like the best technology possible. And applying is simple. So basically, you would complete an application online. This is the URL at the top. You'll see the apply button in neon green. It's $40 to apply, but we're going to waive that fee for you because you attended this webinar today. You just need a clear image of a valid government ID. So this could be your military ID, your driver's license, your passport, etc. And then we do need your transcripts. So this could be a high school transcript, like whatever your highest level of education is. So it could be a high school transcript, it might be your college transcript, and we will need that official transcript sent over to us, which means it comes from that institution to our institution without going through your institution, right, which is you. So it just needs to get emailed or mailed, and we can help you navigate that. And in the meantime, you can send us an unofficial transcript and we can review it to get you admitted and start talking about classes for summer or fall. But before you can actually register, we need that official transcript in hand. So that's kind of the sticking point. We just need to make sure that we get that ordered in a timely manner. And when you go through the application process, it tells you where to send everything. But if you have any questions or whatever, you can definitely reach out to us. Some other questions that we get are, what does financial aid and tuition look like? So tuition, so all of our classes are 3 credit hours, so you can do the math. So it's about $524 per credit. Once again, this is very competitive with similar size schools. And for the fall, it's going up slightly in the fall to $576 per credit. Financial aid is available depending on the type of degree you're seeking. So you definitely want to make sure to let Alexis, myself know if you're looking for financial aid, we can help direct you to the right person. And then these are types of aid that are available. We also have certain incentives through SOPA, not Tulane itself, but just through SOPA. We have a 20% discount for active duty military if you are a K through 12 teacher or instructional staff, or a New Orleans area public employee. We are going to give you 20% off. And yeah, this last part doesn't quite apply unless you're pursuing a bachelor's degree. These are the application deadlines. So we've got a very quick deadline coming up May 1st if you're interested in taking classes in the summer. So you'd want to start that now. For fall, August 1st is the deadline, and spring, January 1. And then we also have a one-time $200 scholarship that would like just take $200 off of your bill, basically, for if you apply and enroll. So early enrollment would be June 1. So for fall, we've already, today's the deadline for that. So we're kind of, I don't know, we can talk to Alexis if that's still applicable. But your early enrollment would be June 1. So kind of like work backwards from there, maybe get it going in May. We can get everything wrapped up and you in the system by June 1, and you get that $200 credit to your account. I know I talked a lot. I didn't let anybody else talk. I'm really sorry. I just kind of went through one of those days, I guess. But Olivia, Rebecca, anybody have any questions? Would love to answer them. I see some stuff in the chat. Oh, that's Maddie. Okay. Yeah, feel free to put anything. The new deadline is April 25th. Yay. Okay, great. So you have till April 25th to get the enrollment scholarship. That's awesome. So if you are interested in this, feel free to apply like ASAP and we can get you in the system. Any questions? I would love to hear more about like what you're interested in, and if there's anything like specific you'd like answered or talk about next steps or anything like that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Don't be shy. Rebecca, Olivia, anybody want to
I'll just
unmute?
add a couple of points to all the great information that you passed on, Amanda.
Sure.
I would just say in terms of the certificates, because I know you all are interested in the certificates,
Mhm.
they are, 18 hours worth of certificates, which is actually the same as our minor. So you're getting a really robust understanding of whatever certificate you choose to, take, to participate in or to earn, whether that's PR, advertising, or I know some of you are also interested in digital marketing. So you're getting a really robust understanding from, the absolute, principles class, which, could be a review based on where you're currently at and what experience you have,
Mhm.
into writing, into research, and then kind of getting to focus and specialize, like Dr. Garcia was saying, with regard to whether you're interested in going the nonprofit route, you're interested in going the corporate route. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is you're going to get a very robust understanding of the content and of the industry, and then also how to actually work in the industry if that's not something you're currently doing. So the certificate programs are great, and they're essentially very, very similar to getting a minor. And so you're getting a well-rounded understanding as well as building, your portfolio with regard to the content and each course. A lot of our higher level courses, so once you're kind of in the introductory courses or done with your introductory courses, you're going to switch into our higher level courses that offer a lot of service learning projects. And so you're also going to build a portfolio. So you'll essentially earn a professional certificate and be kind of an expert in this field, but you'll also have built a professional portfolio while you're doing this. And so that's kind of the added value that you get with our professional certificates.
Mhm. Great, thank you. Yeah, that's great. Well, thank y'all so much. If anybody has any additional questions, okay, feel free, I'm gonna put my email in the chat. It's just
I'll do
Amanda
the same.
Garcia. Yeah. Amanda Garcia at tulane.edu if you need anything. And we'll just go from there. But I appreciate you spending your lunch with us today. All right. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a
Everyone,
great afternoon.
bye-bye. Y'all have a good one. Maddie.